people think of Louisville, I think they think of Churchill Downs, Louisville Slugger, Bourbon Country, and a really laid-back place to live and a great place to raise their family.
One thing they have right about Kentucky, the outsiders, we have a lot of horses. We host Derby, as everyone knows. The common misconception I think a lot of people have about Louisville is that we're all Southern and have accents, and most of us still have all of our teeth too, so that's a good thing.
I think it's a little bit my destiny, Louisville. I cannot say really why. It's like my feeling is here, my heart is here, and people are nice here. I like to come every time back.
Ironman's very attractive to a lot of people for a number of reasons. It could be just to prove to themselves that they're still have the ability to do what they did 20 years ago. It could be just to lose weight. It could be in memory of someone.
It gave a lot of people motivation, and I mean, it's not what we are saying. It's not a 5K, it's not a marathon, it's more. And to be part of this Ironman family, it keeps them to finish a dream in their life.
Louisville 2009 was a very memorable race, I guess you could say. I remember the paramedic saying to me, "Don't worry, you can come back next year and do it." And my thought was, he has no idea what I did to get here. I overlooked my nutrition for the race. I did not have a set plan for it. I collapsed at mile 20, and my husband was there. He stayed back with me, and he could have finished that race, no problem, but he came with me in the ambulance and went with me to the medical tent and stayed with me the whole time. The next morning, I woke up, and I have never felt so disappointed in myself in my life. We went to breakfast at the hotel, and everyone else had all their finisher gear on. And it was so heartbreaking to sit there and talk to people who had finished, and then I had to tell them what happened to me. And when I left Louisville that morning, I told my husband, I said, "I'm coming back here one day." And I'm coming back to Louisville to finish another Ironman.
I grew up in Eastern Kentucky, and food was a primary focus of life. Regardless of what we were doing, food actually became a comfort for me. So anytime there was anything wrong, I turned to food for comfort. Anything happy, we celebrated with food. I'd stopped getting on the scale. I was so embarrassed, and I really didn't want to know. The last time I remember getting on the scale was a 365, but the way my clothes fit, I know, pretty sure I was around 385, and I just felt like the best of my life had passed me by at 42 years old, and I really felt that life was never going to get any better. I started realizing that I didn't get where I was overnight, and there was no way that I would be able to change it overnight or in a week or in a month. It was going to take a year, 2 years or more. So I just decided to dedicate myself to making small changes, and it was tough. I remember walking those first miles. It would take me 18 or 19 minutes to finish those. But I stuck to it. Now here I am on the verge of becoming an Ironman.
water. I'm pretty nervous right now. So I think this one will be good. And just ready to nail that nutrition on the bike and really excited for the run this year.
Feeling good, feeling successful, feeling excited, a little anxiety, never hurt nobody. But it's going to be a fun day. Going to take it all in.
Wow, beautiful. Home, Kentucky home.
You come out of the water, you're kind of disoriented, and once you get down to T1, if you have the volunteers pointing you in the right direction, down the right row, have your bag ready for you, it makes a huge difference.
As gear bag captains on race day, we get down to transition at about 4 a.m. and we just try to treat everyone equally. We know that some are going to be more intense than others, so we just try to approach everyone in a calm manner, make sure that the volunteers know the caliber of athletes coming through, whether it be their first time or, they're trying to win the entire thing. But we just try to listen to them, hear them out, and get them going in the right direction before they can even remember what it is they wanted to get flustered about. Yeah, just lost ones and things like that. But those are the only ones we have here now. I don't know. Nina forgot her goggles at home, so we had to find her some. You just, whatever it takes, just look for the goggles, and if there was some extra ones, they made an announcement earlier, so I knew they were up there, so I just had to run and get them. Hopefully they'll work.
bag. I have done some work with the Alzheimer's Association in my area, and one day I got an email from the Ironman Foundation, and they gave me the spring leaf to do such a thing. A lot of my family is here. My grandmother can't make it. She has Alzheimer's, and she has her good days and her bad days. I had to explain to her what I was doing, but she kind of gets it. 5-10 minutes, because with Alzheimer's, your memory kind of erases itself. I'll be thinking about her the whole time, because she is a huge inspiration to me, and this disease has just destroyed her mind, and it's not fair. And it's not fair to anybody with the disease.
Doing great.
Matt, I'm gonna take it easy. Got that 2 loops. Take it easy on that first loop and then try to pick it up on the second loop and then save something for that run, man.
I come in the sport like from a friend. He was telling me Ironman is amazing and you must do it, and it was more a challenge for me to do it. So I did it, and then now I'm stocked over 15 years now.
My dream to turn pro, I would say, started after the 2008 Ironman here in Louisville. It was my senior year of college, and I had, at that point, the best race of my life. I finished 18th overall, qualified for Kona, and decided, hey, I'm not half bad at this. Maybe I can make it a go.
The thing that I'm most concerned is the run. Mile 7 just gets me, and there's a long way to go after that.
That's a big question. I'm most nervous about not finishing. I have trained. I have followed a training plan to a T. I just need to execute this time around.
Something was not right, but I didn't know what it was. And I fixed the bike. I rode about 26, 27 more miles. I made it to about 50 miles, and that was it. That was all that I had in me, man. So that's the way it goes. The thing about dreams, man, just because they don't come true when you want them to, it doesn't mean they're over. I mean, you can keep trying, and that's what I'm gonna do, man. So I'm gonna get back on the bike next week, and I'm gonna get back on the course. I'm gonna run, and get back in the pool. I'm gonna keep swimming. Next year, I'm gonna be here, man. I'm gonna knock it out.
I had a really good swim, but I start get stomach problems after 50 minutes in the swim. I run a little bit out of energy, and I try to drink water. That it's getting a little bit better, but nothing helped really, and then I stopped. So of course I'm sad, but I'm also not so sad about sometimes you have a bad day and you must go forward in what you're doing. So I will try next year, and I hope that I can 3 times here. That's my goal.
have been wonderful. They are so appreciative, and they have just been so kind to us.
For this Ironman is going to be completely different than any other ones I've done before, because this is my first Ironman as a pro athlete. So I have a lot of the hometown support. There's going to be a lot of energy, and I hope to draw some of that energy into my racing throughout the day and just give them a big thank you when I cross the finish line. Years old. I'm a lot younger than a lot of the other Ironman athletes that are out there. Most of them are in their mid 30s, early 30s, and I'm not going to make excuses. And you know, if I don't win a race, it's not because I'm young. It's because I just have more work to do.
So many emotions. I don't know. Just a lot of excitement and a lot of emotion, that's for sure.
Complete joy, and I'm just gonna feel like everything that I have been doing all of these months is paying off.
finish line is amazing. It's all lit up at 4th Street Live. The crowd's just rocking. All the fans are hitting on the signs, just making a ton of noise. And you're coming through the chute, and they say, "You are an Ironman." And it's just an amazing feeling.
Justin and I have sat on the sidelines every year, and it just brings tears to your eyes when you hear the crowd going wild and you see the look on the athlete's face when they cross. It's over and they did it, and now they can just rest and hopefully rehydrate.
Painful, but we made it through. Mile 13 started hurting, but I just thought of my grandmother and she pushed me through. And I just talked to my grandmother and she said she's very proud of me and this was all for her, and I love her very much.
Take so many positive things out of that race, and I know for sure I've always felt that God has a plan for my life. I kept telling myself, and my husband said it so well, that one day we're gonna have kids and they are not gonna make the baseball team, or they're gonna go through really hard times in their life and they're not gonna understand why, but now you have a story to tell them.